All right, I'm about to do a 90-foot waterfall, and it scares the crap out of me. Whoa! The trip begins with this ominous warning at the trailhead. Now, this is my 8th descent of Rubio Canyon, and nothing horrible has happened yet. Why should it this time? So, our 6-person group ignores the sign and continues on a trail that, among other things, passes the last ruins of what was once a tourist attraction in the late 1800s, built by Thaddeus Lowe. It included a tramway and pavilion where people came to view the waterfalls and sometimes stay the night at the 12-room hotel. It was all torn down in 1909 when other destinations, also built by Lowe, pulled away the visitors. A flash flood later finished off what was left. Now, instead of stairs to the waterfalls, we have to bushwhack our way up a steep, overgrown trail. Along the way, this view of the imposing Waterfalls Falls, 90 feet of slippery rock. Stay tuned for that rappel. It takes us more than an hour to scramble up 1 mile from the trailhead. Finally, we drop into the canyon at the top of our first rappel. Never have we seen so much water in the canyon. In fact, the first rappel is often dry. After a warm-up rappel, we come to the 120-foot-tall Leotine Falls, named, by the way, for Lowe's wife. Again, this mossy 2-stage drop is rarely loaded with water. Normally, we might get our feet and ankles damp, but this time, the rope swings us under an overhang where we all get doused. If nothing else, any sweat and dirt that accumulated on our clothes during the climb is instantly washed off. Thoroughly soaked and sparkling clean, we continue dropping through the canyon. Just above 2 small pools with accompanying falls that Lowe called Diana's Bath, a broken water pipe sprays out like an uncontrolled sprinkler. That's a big problem for somebody. That pipe supplies some 200 families with half their water. At the bottom of this section, we erect a small rock pile monument to our lost friend Kevin, who died last year. We spent many hours in this canyon with him, and we still miss his unmatched humor and ability to keep up a conversation for an entire canyon descent. Finally, we hit the top of Thallahaha Falls, where we pause for lunch and a little mother-daughter bonding. For three of us, this was our first ever rappel in a canyon, and it still remains for me a scary, slippery challenge. Whoa! Slick algae coats the rock, and no matter how refined my rope skills have become, I still slide about, getting thrown into a deep groove that runs the length of the rappel. The others follow, each with their own struggles. And yet, in the end, we're exhilarated, wet, and maybe a little bruised. Yeah! That was fun! Next is a 20-footer called Rory Rift Falls. That's followed by suspended boulder falls. Then there's the two-stage Grand Chasm Falls. I'm sure 120 years ago, when these cascades were accessible by tromping up the 1,000-step stairway, the names were chosen by Lowe for their over-the-top drama. These days, I doubt most people even know these were called anything. Our next rappel descends Ribbon Rock Falls. The water flows from here to Los Grotto Falls, which we bypass. Below this, there used to be 15 feet high Maiden Pier Falls, but it was long ago buried by debris tossed down by flash floods. The canyon never stays the same, although I have to admit that descending it remains about as much fun as you can have on a warm canyoneering day.